So let's talk about hot seats. It's the story everybody wanted to know. What happened to Victoria's eye? Never addressed. Why did Matt grow his beard out like that? Also never addressed. Britney was in the hot seat first. Her and Anna had some major beef because Anna was from Chicago. In Chicago, there are escorts. Britney was accused of being one of those escorts. At the high end, though. This potentially could have ruined her life, career, and anything else subsequent to The Bachelor. She says it's embarrassing that when she Googles herself, speaking of Britney, the first 20 results are, is she an escort? And I have to admit, Britney, if in fact you were, great job hiding it because Google knows everything. And if Google hasn't figured it out, I'd say you're innocent. Anna did apologize. But again, this is really boring stuff because there wasn't any real fighting. It would have been great if Britney leapt out of her chair and just attacked Anna, but that didn't happen. Katie in the hot seat next. Matt James always makes a weird face while kissing Katie, and we're going to talk about him opening his eyes while he kisses later on. Katie doesn't regret being herself with him. Why would you regret being yourself? Katie, you were genuine. You have a big personality, that's fine, but you were real. And when that other girl called you out for not being real, when you changed your opinion after you learned new information and called you fake, was the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. That's how life goes. It was crazy that Katie, being a bank manager, ignored the competition. Being in the financial industry, it's cutthroat. She ignored her competition. In love, bets go out the window. She couldn't handle it. When she rewatched the show, she said she didn't realize, seeing Michelle and Rachel's date, how much had been happening there. Gotta keep your eye on the competition, Katie, in life, in business, and in love. They also brought up that Matt was a bad kisser and that he actually bit somebody's lip so badly when he first started kissing that she bled everywhere. Let's talk about Abby. We could just talk about Abby just because she's Abby. She said it wasn't fun to watch. I think everyone knew that Abby is a sweetheart. However, wouldn't it be ironic if she was really a bitch underneath it all and this was just her TV persona and she's always cursing at people, yelling at people, being negative, calling people disgusting like Victoria? Like, what if Abby and Victoria switched personalities behind the scenes? That would be crazy. Abby and Matt James, a love that will never be. When Chris asked her, where are you in love right now? She did not say she was seeing anyone, which is good news for the entire world. Piper was up next, then Serena P. But they didn't say anything that interesting. Skip them. Let's go right to Matt's beard. What the hell is that? Out of nowhere, he grows a beard. I was hypothesizing perhaps it's because he's too recognizable now, being the awe-inspiring, godlike figure that he is. I mean, we've seen him working out so many times now. And why don't we take a brief moment to view those clips alongside me working out. Matt James also said he was surprised by the drama, but that he expected some because of the context. I don't think any of these people were, how could you not be shocked? Unless he knew Victoria was like that before, unless he knew MJ was like that before, unless signs of these things had been coming out, because it seemed to us on the viewing end, they were cast completely differently in front of him and when they were not with him. And what I thought was unique about this tell-all was that they didn't really rag on each other. They all idealized Matt James. It's like he walks on water. And he didn't spend any time saying, they all kept it very kosher, as if they had discussed before, hey, we're not going to say anything bad about each other. Okay? Can we all agree? Like a little prisoner's dilemma, but they all succeeded. MJ's face, of course, is priceless. One thing I was a little disappointed in was when Chris Harrison asked Katie, do you have anything else to say to Matt? Or to ask him. Katie should have responded, yes. Alligator. That is all. Thank you. Been an interesting response. But no, she didn't do that. Piper was the one who called out Matt James for kissing with his eyes open. Was it any coincidence that she was then dumped? And then what did they do at the end? Oh, Matt James, I'm so grateful. You're amazing. You walk on water. You can't do anything wrong. I'm so thankful for our time together. It's okay. You can kiss with your eyes open. Are you kidding me? You do that on a Tinder date? Gone. You're gone. I did really appreciate when the producers strung together Victoria saying literally all the time.
Literally.
And last but not least, let us convene amongst the wise words of a woman. This lady said, life is a learning experience. Thank you, Victoria, for those wise words. And I suppose you're wondering how I know all of this. It's because my girlfriend makes me watch The Bachelor, and this episode was really difficult to get through.